The glamour of intrinsic capital, super relaxed version. Hey, let's set the scene. Imagine a world totally messed up by this terrible rule they called the efficient ego. Basically, if you tried to be kind, generous, or sacrifice anything at all, the people in the huge city of Veridia would just immediately sneer. They'd be like, ugh, so resource inefficient of you. The corporate bigwigs had literally spent years telling everyone that being kind was just a huge sign of weakness or laziness. Their vibe was real strong. People keep everything. Hoard it all. Only pathetic losers try charity to feel better.
Yes.
This toxic idea was perfect for keeping the rich in power, and it made real giving seem super pointless. Kindness was weak sauce. Love, just a transaction. Selflessness, boring. What a waste of time. The light bulb moment now, meet Elara Vanya. She was the person who designed a lot of that messed up system. She was super rich, had tons of power, but felt totally empty. You know, hollow inside? The big change didn't happen while she was reading a dry book. It came from a simple, mind-blowing moment. Elara had to shut down this little community center. The manager, an awesome older woman named Mrs. Gia, didn't even put up a fuss. When Elara asked her why, Mrs. Gia just smiled and said the coolest thing ever. The bank sees debt, sure. But my real asset, the love and resilience I put into those kids, that stuff doesn't go away. That's my strength, honey, and it's infinite. Whoa. That completely stunned Elara. She definitely understood money, but infinite strength. Oh my God. She finally realized those greedy jerks didn't hate kindness because it was weak. They hated it because they were totally terrified of something they couldn't control. Intrinsic capital. It clicked. Only the seriously strong and secure people can actually afford to be selfless. The greedy ones? They're the biggest weaklings? They're just scared little beggars clutching cash because they feel secretly insecure. The birth of Aethel. So Elara totally quit her fancy job and started something completely new. She didn't call it being nice or doing good. She named it Aethel, the glorious act of superior wealth. Here's the kicker. This movement wasn't some crunchy grassroots thing. It started with the slickest, most intelligent plans, the brain's Valor Economics. Check this out. Elara reframed selflessness. As the best possible investment, she invented Valor Economics, a crazy smart system that measured the amazing returns on non-cash stuff, like awesome community vibes and feeling truly dignified. Her essay went viral, obviously. Her point. Look, if giving away even a tiny bit hurts, you're a beggar. True power is having such a massive inner surplus that creating infinite value for others is easy. Total genius. The inner circle, the guilds, Elara got it. Moral lectures were useless. She had to make kindness glamorous and high status fast. So she didn't recruit the poor. She went after the bored elite, the successful bankers and artists who felt empty. She invited them to join the super exclusive Aethel guilds. You couldn't? Just write a check to get in. You had to sacrifice your talent. That meant a famous engineer had to design a clean power system for some forgotten town, or a huge media boss had to spend time promoting genuinely good workers, making it look awesome. The glamour? Elara treated every Aethel project like a luxury brand launch. The colors were all deep blue and shimmering gold. When that cynical billionaire from tech took a year off to mentor students, the news wasn't sad or pitying. It was all about his unrivaled strength. They celebrated how totally secure he was. He had such deep reserves that risking a year's income didn't even faze him. Being Aethel meant you were just too powerful to be selfish. You were unstoppable. The new vibe, the whole thing was huge. Selflessness became the coolest status symbol. Suddenly, those old cynics who kept yelling about resource inefficiency looked completely pathetic. They were the scared ones, still desperately clutching finite piles of money, proving their weakness and fear for all to see. They were the truly lazy ones, unwilling to commit to the tough, brilliant work of real sacrifice. The Aethel work was tough. It took brains, heart, and commitment, but the members felt it was amazing and totally glamorous. It was the best way to show who you really were. Elara didn't just make people act better. She completely flipped the script. and what power meant. She proved that having a huge heart wasn't a flaw, but the clearest sign of a seriously strong and amazing spirit.